Hello, Tauruses. Welcome to your August reading. So I was really called to do your reading kind of individually. I was doing other signs in one multiple video, but for some reason I was kind of feeling, no, we're going to do the Tauruses by themselves. So that's what we're doing. So Taurus, you get it. July was a big month. There's a lot of clarity that came forward. A lot of things that kind of, maybe have been bugging us for a really long time kind of came out, and we've really had to look at ourselves as a whole and look at ourselves as where we've been, where we want to go, all the parts in between, and how this all looks. I want to look at where we're going into August. What the changes from July have really brought forward and what they look like and what it looks like going into August. So that's what we're going to start with. So our first deck that we're using is the Energy Oracle deck. And we're just going to ask, what is the energy of July's change? Okay, what was the energy here of July's change? One more shuffle. Energy, ooh, geez Louise. Energy of July's change here for the Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising. And the cross. Look at that. First chakra. And the temple path on the bottom. Oh my. Look at that. Okay, so we're kind of right off the hop looking like, this is the root chakra. Okay, this is the base. Sorry guys, one second. What's that, Mace? Are they actually flying out? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe put them back in there, I guess, until... Okay, I'm doing my video, honey, so we'll have to deal with the chickens after. Okay. Guys, I got chicken run, literally. Chicken run is going down in my backyard. I got chickens trying to escape from their coops. Who knew chickens could fly? All right. So the energy coming from July, this is the first chakra, okay? This is your root chakra. This is talking about that security, kind of fear-based aspect to your life, okay? Your root chakra is actually developed between the birth and the age of 7, actually. And that's how you find your security in this world, okay? It really is. It's a difference. The root chakra is really talking about where you find your connection piece, where you do find your security in this world. And look at this, the temple path at the bottom of this deck with indecision behind it. Oh, and the angel of balance and the door to personal healing and happiness. Holy smokes. Okay. Guys, Tauruses, you could have really been coming out of July with, this recognition of what has really come forward from this month has been very deep and very personal. When you're talking about your root chakra and then your temple path, you're talking about your security, your root factors to who you are as a human being, what actually anchors you to this ground, especially when it's talking with that temple path behind you. That's talking about the spirituality that anchors you to this life, the outlook kind of on there, and indecisions behind that. So I'm kind of going with, this clarity and this kind of, there just could have been a lot of really deep spiritual kind of soul searching to this and really going back to the basics and being like, okay, this situation, where does it affect me? Where does, Okay, so this is how we have embraced this clarity of the change coming from July here. How have we embraced July's change? How has the Taurus embraced July's change here, Spirit? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Which that is one of the eclipses, we had those trios of full moon eclipses, right? Conclusions are within reach. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. In a fiery climate approaches. That's funny that fiery climate approaches is that second card underneath. That's the third reading that full moon in Aries actually is what that card is, but it's almost as though there's still this peak to come. So conclusions are within reach here. That's for how we have embraced this. Okay, let's see. What still needs to be done to finish out or complete this healing? What still needs to be done, Spirit, to finish out or complete the healing for the Taurus? What still needs to be done, Spirit? Look at that. Seahorse. Oh my. Seahorse and the swan in reverse. So the seahorse is saying watch and wait, and the swan is saying it's time for a deep dive. And the butterfly on the bottom, transformation is beautiful. Well, isn't that neat? So the seahorse, and then the swan spirit in reverse. Isn't that pretty? But it was in reverse. And that's the protection message of that. Actually, the Pisces just got that swan spirit in reverse too. Okay, what is still left to change here for the Taurus? What is still left here for the Taurus, Spirit? What is still left here to change for the Taurus? Spirit Fox. Oh my, that's a lot. Trust your talents in changing times. Embrace the energy of peace. And the White Witch, be the light, sorry. And winter is on the bottom, take care of your needs. Well, isn't that interesting? Those are a lot of cards there, actually. All right, let's move you guys all down so that we have room for these guys. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into these oracle cards, Tauruses. So this energy coming from July, it's definitely talking about this root chakra. It's talking about your kind of securities, I really find. Your securities, your placement, how you root yourself to this. I think that's, no matter what the situation is individually for us, and you must put this where it actually fits in your life, right? Like if it doesn't fit, do not make it fit. Okay, it's not for you then, that's fine. But apply this to where you find it applies, right? And it's talking about those things that you find fear in, those things that you are afraid that, you know, it's not going to be maybe the outcome you want. Maybe there's fear of stability, fear of lack of security, okay? I feel like this situation is really talking and focusing on your need to really focus on this temple path, okay? Meditate and contemplate is on the bottom of the deck of how to embrace clarity and change. It's the new moon in Pisces. And conclusions are within reach here, which is the full moon eclipse. And I'm just going to quickly read you the little part of that. The full moon eclipse here. It says, full moon eclipse, and just like that, the door slams shut. If you have pulled this card, it suggests that a situation you are asking about is to reach a peak, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you are experiencing now is what your soul signed up for. A way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you are letting go of someone or something, know that it is the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make it right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. Isn't that interesting? And then meditate and contemplate at the bottom of that deck, right? Like allow yourself to really truly focus and meditate and just contemplate life, right? Pisces are able to really, they're daydreamers, right? Allow yourself the space to really feel that out and work with this, okay? What still needs to be done to finish or complete this change? Well, the butterfly spirit was on the bottom of the animal spirit deck, and that is transformation is beautiful. And butterflies speak only of transformation and beautiful transformation. Not easy transformation, guys. Okay, being in a cocoon and a chrysalis and working through from being a caterpillar to a butterfly is not an easy, pain-free thing. Okay, it's very uncomfortable to be a butterfly through that time, right? It's very uncomfortable to be a butterfly through that transition. The seahorse spirit, watch and wait. And this is, sorry, guys, this moon was what we needed, how we have embraced the clarity. I think I was reading the wrong one there for you, but what still needs to be done to finish or complete this healing was the seahorse and the swan. Okay, and the seahorse is just watch and wait. And I'm going to read that one too for you. And the swan, I'm actually going to read the protection message for the swan too, because really, I just feel like they are so powerful. Seahorse, watch and wait. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama. Remaining at a distance above all the turbulence, seahorse spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from the seahorse spirit is not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your quarry, Seahorse asks you to step back from it. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of the neutral observer, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why. You will know the beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. Well, isn't that beautiful? And the swan spirit here, in the protection message, it says, don't talk yourself into diving deep into something just because you see the potential of things instead of what they really are now. The necessary work and patience involved may not be the best use of your energy. Have you seen the potential in someone and think if you love and support them, they will become the person who knows you love them beyond all others? Have you stepped into the opportunity that you know feels too good to be true? Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. It might not turn out the way you hope. Now is not the time for selective, limited perception that can lead to misjudgment. Instead, this is a time for going deep and being honest about what you find as you explore the depths. Have no fear, for whatever you find below will help you love and understand yourself and others and make better choices. Can you sense Swan Spirit calling you to dive deep and resurface to choose again? I think that's very important when we're talking about what still needs to be done to complete this healing. Watch and wait. Allow for this transformation to take its time. Transformation is not a fast thing, guys. Transformation does take time. It takes the patience, okay? It takes you observing and really truly diving deep and allowing yourself the opportunity to see it for what it is, right? Don't just forcefully dive into something with such a narrow-minded sight that you can't see, that you're just, you're not seeing the reality of it, okay? What is still left to change here was the spirit fox. Trust your talents in changing times. The broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And the white witch. Be the light. Two of those I have yet to pull out, actually, when... Okay, there's broken arrow. Now where is my fox? Where is the spirit fox here? Spirit fox. Here it is. Stay alert as change is in the air. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you have never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge. But be open to the shifts occurring, because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and revel in your glory and talents. Call upon the spirit of the fox medicine to help you be seen for who you are, and trust in your talents in order to be the best that you can be in these times of in these changing times. Well, isn't that neat? And the broken arrow says, let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, Know that it is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a less fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. And then be the light after that. Of course, the White Witch, right? Be the light. And look at this. At the bottom of that deck is take care of your needs, guys. It's so important to take care of your needs. If you are feeling broken or lost or just unsure, now is the time. You know, come forward from the light here. Wow. Tauruses, that is quite the folding of oracle cards there. I'm pretty impressed actually by that. Okay, so we are going to get into the tarot and we're going to be pulling from the light seers, all right? So we are pulling how you are loving yourself and how you're loving others. How that needs, what needs to change within both of those, okay? 2 more shuffles here for the Tauruses. Okay, Taurus, how are the Tauruses loving themselves? The World and the 6 of Swords. And Judgment, look at that. Judgment in the Wheel, oh my. What needs to change? What needs to change here, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. Well, that's your divine feminine side here. What needs to change? Look at that. The Hierophant, the Moon, 7 of Wands. Oh my goodness, that 7 of Wands has come out differently in everybody's readings, like so differently, but so apparent. How are Tauruses loving others? How are Tauruses loving others? Well, isn't that a little? The Devil, 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. What needs to change here? Oh my. All right, Tauruses, look at here. On the bottom of your deck, you have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay? This is the aha moment. And this is you being so fucking proud of the badass bitch that you are. Okay? Somebody who acknowledges that they are a fire drum beating, kick-ass human being. Okay? They got this black horse in the background, but this is like that idea. This is just that like spark to the idea. Spark to even the way of thinking of, okay, this is a shift in direction. This is a change for me. I am embracing the kick-ass human being I am. I am going forward here on a different direction, okay? This is a new thinking process, okay? This is the aha moment. How you're loving yourself here with the world, okay? You're able to look at this as a whole. You're maybe not quite yet, but this is definitely encouraging you, you know, to look at the situation as a whole, to really focus on all of the parts that it took. All the good parts, all the bad parts. Look at that. In that circle, you can't tell what is good and what is bad. Because every last aspect of it played a part. The good and the bad. They all played the part to get you to where you are today. And to get you to where you are, okay, it hasn't been an easy passage. The 6 of Swords, it hasn't been a fucking easy passage. Look at that. No, the waters have probably been a little rough, okay? Moving from point A to point B isn't just this like perfect movement all the time. Sometimes it can really suck, okay? I can acknowledge that. You can acknowledge that. We're big enough people, right? But it's a process that needed to happen, okay? Acknowledging that all of it played a part to get you to where you are. The process wasn't easy, but that spirit, see here, these crows? Spirit still guided you. Especially on this love of yourself, it's understanding that every last aspect of it has played a huge role in how you have come to appreciate who you are. Okay? You need to release the things that have maybe held you back. Release the things, the self-hatred, the self-loathing, the distrust within yourself, whatever it is. But you need to release that, because by handing over those pains, by handing over those fears, is the only way that we can actually truly open ourselves up to a new life. Okay? You need to release those kind of fears. You need to release that kind of pain, or even just like regret, right? I mean, it's taken all of it. Every last part has played, a stepping stone into where you are now. It did. But it's time for a change. The Wheel of Fortune, it is time for a change. It is time to release what has been and to move forward. Okay? And whether that is moving forward into new energy and a new space, it's accepting, when this is talking about the love for yourself, it's accepting the parts of it that have just been. The parts of that, of love that it has taken, of your love that it has taken to really grow you into the person that you are. What needs to change was the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And this is your feminine side, guys. Okay, this is your divine kind of feminine nature. It's asking you to really sit with your intuition. Connect with your intuition. Allow yourself to connect with the higher. Allow yourself to connect with spirit, to really ground yourself on that more nurturing kind of level with the universe, right? To trust the moon, okay? The moon is about trusting, surrendering, falling into the depths, acknowledging that what you can't see in the shadows, spirit still is working within those realms. That just because you cannot see into the shadows doesn't necessarily mean that those shadows are dark and dangerous and horrible places. No. Okay, they're places for us just to really, truly find our connection and find our faith within the Lord, okay? Look at that, the Seven of Wands after. Absolutely. Because the Seven of Wands is talking about finding that light within inside you. Blocking out the fucking bullshit haters down at the bottom here. See that? You don't need that. That's the naysayers. That's the haters. It's finding the light within inside you. Connecting to spirit, okay? Trusting that as you connect to your intuition and you surrender over to the divine, that you open yourself up to just shine your light. And the more you shine your light and the more you show up to your authenticity, okay? Then you truly start manifesting the life that is for you. Okay, then the Hierophant is able to really align you to the next step. The Hierophant is able to, and which is funny, because the Hierophant, Taurus, is your card. Okay? You open yourself up to this very kind of wise, connected space in life because you are so grounded, because you can connect yourself to the greater. And you trust in spirit. You can surrender to the spirit. You can surrender, to the higher powers. Absolutely. How you are loving others. Well, the Devil was the first one out. And either you're loving others with way too much attachment, or there's an addiction to this love. There's an addiction to some sort of this love. And I feel as though this love for others, this kind of addicted attachment behavior, it scatters your focus. Okay? It really makes it as though it's hard for you to focus on which direction it should be. And check this out. The Four of Cups even comes after this. Okay? It's almost as though you've had some cups that have been spilt, and that bums you right the fuck out, right? That pisses you off. And it's as though that you have this attachment to all of these scattered kind of energies towards these cups that are still spilt. It's like you're not even acknowledging the cup that spirit gave you here. Okay? These cups, this shit here, not for you. Let that go. Not for you, okay? Acknowledge that, yes, there is an attachment to this, okay? And the energy that you have around this right now is scattered. It's not a focused kind of energy. It could be wearing you out. It could be overthinking. It could be just, overthinking of, okay, well, maybe I should have done this or I should have done this. How could I have kept these cups from spilling? Well, you need to accept that sometimes those things just happen, and we need to accept that those cups are spilt. Okay, we need to accept that the cups have been spilt, and that's that. Moving on. This is the cup that Spirit is offering us. And that cup that Spirit is offering you, the Four of Pentacles came after that. Know your worth. Okay, know that whatever these cups were, we're not respecting your worth. Okay? And it's important to be able to acknowledge that, okay, what I was attached to, that overthinking, that scattered energy, that wasn't working for me. Okay? Stop focusing on these spilt cups and start acknowledging the cup that's for you. Okay? Start acknowledging the place that is going to respect you for who you are. The place that is really, truly going to respect your worth. What needs to change? 6 of Wands, the liberation here. Liberate yourself. Okay? Come out from this kind of energy. Like this here, this is crap. Okay? This is crap energy. This is feeling attached, overworked, okay? Not having your stuff. Liberate yourself from this. Acknowledge that what has been just needed to be, you know, and what came down needed to come down, because here you are, shining your light, coming out into the world and being like, okay, yes, but that's not gonna stop me now. I'm changing this. I'm going forward in a different direction. I want more. Okay? Liberate yourself here. Okay? Be the Queen of Fire. Be the Queen of Wands. Find what it is that sparks your passion on the inside of you, and again, connect your intuition to that. Follow through with that. The Queen of Wands is somebody whose spiritual being is just on fire. Liberate yourself from that. Allow yourself to grow and manifest the life that you want to manifest as a spiritual being who shows up and is on fire for that. The 3 of Cups, look, there's fellowship here. Okay, if you're afraid of fellowship, no, there's fellowship and soul tribes, connections, all right here for you, all right in your face. You just need to open yourself up to that. You need to allow Spirit to bring those things into your life. Okay, you need to open yourself up to a new change, maybe a new set of friends. Okay, maybe a whole new group of friends, a whole new soul tribe, because walking away from this must be done. This attachment, this negative kind of energy over here, could be a Capricorn really, but it needs to go. Okay? It's not for you here. It's an unhealthy attachment. It's keeping you attached to cups that are already spilt. There's nothing left in these cups. Okay? It leaves you overthinking for cups that are already spilt. That situation's already passed. It's already moved. Let go, right? Ace of Wands. This is a brand new beginning. This is an opportunity for you to go forward here and spark new. Okay, so embrace it. Allow this to come in. Allow this to be part of your journey. Okay, allow this change to actually have a place. There is no point going through life being attached to things that make you overthinking and constantly leaving you thinking about cups that aren't even here anymore for you to have. Okay, that's just wasted energy, guys. And that might seem a little harsh for you, Tauruses, but I feel like you can maybe handle it. Okay. What's your direction? What is your direction, Spirit, for these Tauruses going forward? What is the direction for the Taurus going forward? Direction for the Tauruses going forward into August. What is the direction here? King of Fire, yep. King of Hearts. You know, we love, oh my gosh, we love King of Fire. Can you hear my cow? Two of Swords. 7 of Fire. Oh my gosh, 7 of Fire, Queen of Wands. Look at that. Hierophant on the bottom. Yourself on the bottom again here. Yourself and love. And the Chariot. It's time to change that direction, guys. 10 of Fire. Oh my goodness, yes. 10 of Fire. It's time to change the direction. Okay? Open yourself up to a new way. You know it's time. You know it's time to just cut the bullshit of the old and just embrace this truly forward. Okay? King of Fire here. This could be talking about embracing a new fire sign for sure. But I really feel like it's almost talking about embracing just that spiritual side of you. The King of Hearts. The King of Love himself. The King of Fire. Okay, the king of who knows his spiritual being and what he wants from this. Okay, I understand it's been blocked. The 2 of Swords. I understand there's been a lot of blockages, and maybe it's almost as though you just don't see the way forward here. Okay, but shine your light. Oh my goodness, shine your light. 7 of Wands. Let that little light shine inside you. Stand out from the crowd. Do not try to fit in. You are not meant to fit in. Stop that. You don't want to do that. Okay. If you are attaching yourself to this boring cup because you think that, oh, the only way I can fit in is if I have these cups over here, let that shit go. That's silly. You're a unicorn, a very bright unicorn. So be your unicorn self. Look at this Queen of Water on the bottom. She's like the High Priestess. She's so stinking fucking intuitive. Okay, she just knows. She knows her way through this. She can trust her feelings. She trusts her instincts. She trusts her gut. She trusts what spirit is telling her, and she's quiet and she is at peace, and she will sit there long enough until she figures out which way to go. That's the Queen of Cups. Okay. This could also be talking about some sort of blockage that you have with some sort of fire sign, and maybe not being able to see your way forward through this, not being able to really see how that's going to work itself out. But it's allowing your little light to shine again, because through shining your light and being authentic to who you truly are, my Tauruses, you will know the answers. Like you'll hear it. They'll come to you. That's just how that works. My niece arrived. I can hear her talking to my cow. All right, last card here. Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Look at that. Courage. Be courageous, stand up for your beliefs, and yet on the bottom was peace. Okay? And peace says, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Those are two beautiful cards to end up on. All right, my Taurus friends. Until next time, take great care of yourself, okay? You're greatly loved. Bye now.